Wednesday, July 17th, 2019, Maneco 64, home of alternative economics and contrarian views. Today I want to talk about the fractional reserve scheme that the bankers have been using for over 300 years. And I've started a campaign to try to publicize this, to make the public aware of it. And it's in the Maneco 64 Teespring store. And the campaign is called Time to Retire the Old Lady of Threadneedle Street. The Old Lady of Threadneedle Street is the nickname for the Bank of England. So in this t-shirt, and I've also have a mug in the Teespring store, on the back of the t-shirt, there's a quote from the founder of the Bank of England, William Patterson. And this is what he says: the bank hath the benefit of interest on all monies which it creates out of nothing. That's what he said, the founder of the Bank of England, the fractional reserve system. So why is it an unfair system? Well, because it allows the bankers and the monetary system to earn an income on something that they create out of nothing, while people in the real economy, like a farmer or a manufacturer or a shopkeeper or a doctor, if they have assets worth £1 million or $1 million, they will earn an income on that asset. They can't earn income on something they don't have. And that's how the banking class, the bankers, the 1% have been able to accumulate even more wealth. And it's hidden in plain sight. These people, that's how they do business. And this is why I've created this campaign in the Teespring store. And you can find the products below in the description. I think YouTube is now also putting them below above the description. Picture that I actually bought the license from Alamy for a year, and it says, "The Old Lady of Threadneedle Street. Oh dear, I wish I were out of this nasty mess." And it says mismanagement. So there's the Old Lady of Threadneedle Street. So it's a little bit like the campaign to end the Fed. This one is to retire the Old Lady of Threadneedle Street and shut down the Bank of England. Do we really need a system that is so unfair like fractional reserve banking? I don't think so. It should be illegal to lend something that you don't have. And that's how they take over. That's why, and the corporations are involved as well, because they have access to the system. So what do? Well, they can borrow money for nothing almost these days and keep buying their stock. Private equity does the same thing. They use the system to borrow money to buy assets that are worth quite a bit, money out of thin air. So it's not me saying this, it's the founder of the Bank of England who said that. So yeah, I hope you like this and consider maybe purchasing some, wearing the t-shirt out in the public. People will start asking questions, what's this all about? And this is not only for my viewers in the UK and England. I think it would, how can I say, alert the public to how an unfair system we have in banking and the monetary system. So let's quickly look at the markets now. It's 8 a.m. London time. Silver, of course, did very well yesterday. They have kept gold down, but as you can see here, that gold-silver ratio is quickly dropping here. I think we could be in the beginning of something, but as I've said many times, you never know with markets. So you can see the gold-silver ratio now is below 90. So right now we've got gold down about 30 cents at 1405.50. Range has been 1403 to 1407. So yeah, they've kept gold down. Silver, they haven't been able to. There's a lot of rumors out there of a big whale. I think it was Alistair MacLeod who wrote about that. He thinks the People's Bank of China is buying physical silver. He could be right, but I think it's all speculation. But let's just keep an eye on the price. Right now, silver's up another 10 cents at 15.65. The high yesterday was 1570, so we're right near the highs here. The low overnight has been 1551. Stock market didn't have a great day yesterday, down across the board. The NASDAQ lost almost 0.5%. Dow and S&P didn't lose as much. Right now, the Dow is up 22 points, 27,357. S&P is up 3 at 3,006. NASDAQ is up 6 points at 7,931. That's the NASDAQ 100 future. Currencies, the pound is made I think the lowest level in a couple of years. It's down now below 124. We're down about 0.1% at 123.92. So yeah, the Bank of England keeps its monetary policy very loose. It keeps printing money. So yeah, the pound keeps losing value, not only against the dollar, but against gold and everything else. Things are not going to get better in the UK. They're going to use Brexit as an excuse or scapegoat, as I've always said. Euro, 112.07, unchanged. Dollar, also unchanged against the yen, 108.20. Dollar yuan, unchanged as well at 688.20. Crude oil did drop yesterday quite a bit. We're now back below 16 WTI at 57.80. Brent is at 64.27. They're up about 1/3% this morning, both of those contracts. Bond market, we've seen yields drop overnight. We're back below, well, we're back to 210 in the 10-year. The 3-month is at 216. So the curve still inverted by 6 basis points. So yeah, have a look at the Teespring store and retire the old lady of Threadneedle Street and shut down the bank campaign. It's like the equivalent of End the Fed, and it's for one of the oldest surviving central banks. Bank of England, of course, was founded in 1694, so it's over 300 years old. And I think it's time to retire that old lady of Threadneedle Street and shut down the bank and stop the mechanism of sucking the wealth out of the general public, which is fractional reserve, which William Patterson actually described out in plain sight. As he said, the bank have the benefit of all interest on all monies which it creates out of nothing. I guess back then, not as the general public wasn't as educated. Illiteracy was very high, but it's not an excuse nowadays to look into these things. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and you can also follow me on Twitter, Steemit, and on DTube. I wish you all a great day. Take care. Bye.